Hello everyone, welcome back to On Running After One's Hat by G.K. Chesterton. In the last class, I introduced G.K. Chesterton, the famous English writer. Hope you have gone through the passage about Chesterton in the textbook. Today, I am explaining the first paragraph of the essay. Though it is very small, lot of facts are embedded in it. Read with patience. Para 1. I feel an almost savage envy on hearing that London has been flooded in my absence while I am in the mere country. See, when Chesterton heard that there was a flood in London, he felt an envy. He felt jealous for the people of London. During the flood, he was in his hometown, Battersea. He was away from London, so he didn't get a chance to see the London city immersed in water. So you may feel that this is a very strange attitude, but I have told you that G.K. Chesterton is regarded as the Prince of Paradox. He says things which are strange, which are opposite in meaning. So he says that he would have liked to see London city immersed in water. He says that it would have been a great sight. You can see an image of London city in flood. My own Battersea. Battersea is Chesterton's hometown. My own Battersea has been, I understand, particularly favored as a meeting of waters. Battersea was already, as I need hardly say, the most beautiful of human localities. Now that it has the additional splendor of great sheets of water, there must be something quite incomparable in the landscape or waterscape of my own romantic town. See, I have told you in the first sentence that when London was flooded, he was away in Battersea, his hometown. And now he says that he would have liked to see his hometown in water. He says that Battersea is already a very beautiful place. If it was immersed in water, it would have been additional splendor to it. It would have been more beautiful. Again, I may say that it may seem to be a very strange attitude, but he is looking at flood from a very romantic attitude. See, now that it has additional splendor of great sheets of water. See the expression, great sheets of water. He means just a flood covered with water. And there must be something quite incomparable. Incomparable means nothing could be compared to it. Incomparable in the landscape. The word landscape is familiar to you. But as it is now said about water, he uses the term waterscape instead of landscape. Moving on. Battersea must be a vision of Venice. I hope that you are familiar with the city of Venice, a city in Italy which is situated on a group of 118 islands connected by bridges. It is a very famous city. It is sometimes called the city of waters. And there is a nickname given to our own city of Aleppi, that it is the Venice of the East. Coming to the paragraph, Battersea must be a vision of Venice, the boat that brought the meat from the butchers. Butcher is a person whose trade is cutting up and selling meat in a shop. The boat that brought the meat from the butchers must have shot along those lanes of rippling silver with the strange smoothness of the gondola. Gondola is a long, narrow boat. The greengrocer who brought cabbages to the corner of Lachmere Road, a road in Battersea, must have leaned upon the oar with the unearthly grace of the gondolier. See, the expressions may seem to be a bit complicated or difficult. The meaning is that if there was a flood in Battersea, it would have looked like Venice, the Italian city surrounded by lakes and canals. The meat from the butcher shop would be brought in a gondola. Gondola is a type of boat which is typically used in Venice. The man who sells vegetables would be bringing cabbages on a gondola. He will be he will lean himself on the oar. Oar is the wooden material which is used to steer the boat. He will lean himself on the oar with great style. See, there are certain expressions, difficult terms here. The boat, if Battersea was like Venice, the boat that brought meat from the butcher will be bringing the meat in gondola, and the gondola will be moving short along through the lanes of rippling silver. Silver, rippling silver is the movement of water when the gondola moves. Similarly, the vegetable man, the greengrocer, would have brought vegetables or cabbages to the corner of Lachmere Road in gondola, and he will be having an unearthly grace, great charm when he is bringing vegetables in the boat. You can see an image of city of Venice, and this boat is gondola, and this is the gondolier, a person who steers the gondola. And the final sentence in the paragraph, there is nothing so perfectly poetical as an island, and when a district is flooded, it becomes an archipelago. Archipelago means a group of islands. You can see an image of an archipelago, group of islands. So the meaning of this statement is that Chesterton is of the opinion that an island is a poetical concept. Poetical here means beautiful concept. When the whole district is flooded, The town will look like this, look like an archipelago. So I will give a comment on this paragraph. In the last class, I have pointed out that Chesterton is called the Prince of Paradox. Paradox is a statement which seems to be contradictory, whose meaning is opposing each other. You can see many paradoxical observations in this para. For example, usually flood is a very distressing occasion. It causes great inconveniences to people and damage to property. However, Chesterton is viewing flood in a romantic manner. He felt that the great city of London would have looked beautiful during the flood. He even would have liked to see his hometown in water. He says that Battersea would have looked like Venice if flooded. According to him, an island is really poetic. If the whole district was flooded, it would have looked like a group of islands and an archipelago. This is a very important point. Chesterton writes this essay in a light, humorous manner. Only if you understand the humor in it, you can enjoy it. Otherwise, you may feel that Chesterton's attitude is not correct. I am concluding here. Read the first para thoroughly, watch the video, see the pictures, grasp the meaning. You cannot depend on the explanation only. You should read the text slowly and closely. Browse internet to see images of the city of Venice, Gondola, etc. Internet is not only for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Search for meanings and images of things you do not know. Though this is a small paragraph, you can see a great many knowledge in it. It is your own personal work that improve your knowledge. Happy learning. Thank you.